So it's been a while since I made a video, and I am here alive and well, and I want to share some things that are really working with me. Partly why I didn't make a video, I tend to, my personality, I'm an introvert. So when I have to process a lot and I'm going through a hard time, I go inward, and I like to be very private. And so I had a really difficult time because I developed some issues with my bladder from a surgery that I had a few years ago that didn't go well, and I had to have a bladder revision, and it caused me a lot of suffering, and I went through probably a good month of feeling extremely depressed, like really, really depressed, where I could hardly get out of bed. And that's not like me to feel like that. I'm through that, and I'm very, very grateful. All is well, all is healed, which is a blessing. I had a turn for the better approximately 1 month ago, and I would like to say I attribute it to these things I've tried. But I would say overall, kind of like the umbrella of it is mindset and belief that I'm healing, because that has led me to be open to other possibilities. So I'm continuing to work with Howard Schiffke and doing the Qigong exercises, which they actually work. Now, again, this is not medical advice, but Qigong is legit. It is legit. It absolutely works. And I can tell a difference. I can feel a difference. Approximately 6 weeks ago, I was introduced to a few products, and I'm not making any money from these products, and I'm just gonna tell you what they are and where I get them. And I'll put little links and how you can get them too from the websites and stuff. I'm really, really happy to share with you. I have not been on any medication for over 8 months. I don't intend on taking any medication. And the amazing thing is, without medication and doing these natural things I'm doing, including Qigong and mindset, I'm improving. In fact, there's moments during the day, days where I feel nearly normal. I don't have issues with my gait. I have like no tremor. Like, it's incredible. My head is clear. I don't feel depressed at all. I feel really good. So these products I want to share with you, and I feel like this was kind of the pivoting turning point for me approximately 6 weeks ago, really taking a turn for the better. I know 100% that I will be completely recovered from this Parkinson's diagnosis, 100%. And you know what? It's okay if people say, no, you won't, or even the doctors, may say, that's not possible. Yes, it is. It is possible, and it's happening to me, and I'm really happy. The number one thing is mindset, for sure, because that leads you to the next thing. Oh, there's a motorcycle. And the first thing that I want to share with you is I've been doing a lot of peptide therapies, and I do my own injections. I've switched it to like every other day, and everybody's protocol is different, so I'm not going to try to give anyone any protocols, but I use different peptides called BPC 157, TB 500. I use Semax. I use retatrutide, which helps a lot as well. Peptides are amazing, so I've been doing peptides. The number one peptide, though, and I don't know that it's even considered a peptide, it's more like a nootropic, is called Cerebrolysin. And I did intramuscular Cerebrolysin injections. I had my daughter do them for me for probably, I do it for a couple of months or so. I felt maybe slightly different. I mean, it was not super measurable. It wasn't until I started doing IV Cerebrolysin. Now, Cerebrolysin is a little bit hard to get. I'm going to put a website where you can possibly get it, although they don't ship to the United States. So I'm kind of on a search now to discover some more. But here it is right here. I don't have any more because I actually used it all, but it comes in a box like this, and they're little ampules, and you can get like 5 ml, 10 ml, different sizes. But when I started doing the IV, the very first IV Cerebrolysin, and I'll put some links that describe what Cerebrolysin is. I just want to share my experience in this video. It comes from pig brain. I know that's a little odd, but it's very, very healing for your brain, for inflammation, for helping protect neurons. It's pretty amazing. But the first time I did Cerebrolysin in an IV, which was about 6 or so weeks ago, or 8 weeks ago maybe, it was like the clouds parted, the depression that I felt, the foggy brain, all that was gone, completely gone. And I went in 2 to 3 times a week until I used up all my Cerebrolysin, because it comes from Austria and I can no longer get it shipped to the United States. So I need to figure out how to get it. But Cerebrolysin made a huge difference for me. Huge, like amazing. The next thing that I discovered, because I mentioned when your mindset is one of healing and you know that you're going to heal, you're going to be researching and being open to possibilities for healing. So I learned about high dose melatonin just as I was scouring YouTube, searching different things that could help with brain healing and gut healing and all of that. And I came across a product called Sandman. And this is a very high dose melatonin, about 200 milligrams of melatonin. I found out in the form of a suppository. Yes, you put it up your butt. It's a little tiny little thing. It's no big deal. But you know what? I tell my husband, when you're willing to do anything, including that, you know you want your healing. And it's great. It's very, very simple. But it's high dose melatonin, and I get the best sleep. It has helped me with my sleep, but it is far more than that. It helps with brain inflammation. It's a master antioxidant for your brain. It's very, very, very healthy for you and has made a huge difference. So this is called Sandman, and I'm not making money from obviously any of this, but I'll put links of where you can get it. But this is the product called Sandman, and it's it's from a company called Mitozen, and the website's mitozen.club, and I'll put the link in there as well. I noticed probably the first week of a nightly use of the suppository, like a couple hours before I go to bed or like 1 hour before bed. Wow, that was amazing. Like, I slept better, I felt more relaxed, I noticed a big difference, and I just felt more normal. And if you're dealing with Parkinson's or Parkinsonian symptoms, I don't feel this anymore. I haven't felt this for about 6 weeks, but there's times where it's almost like just this rigid tightness that you feel, and it almost feels like you're having like a mild seizure, and it's extremely uncomfortable. It's exhausting when your muscles are firing, twitching, everything. That's gone. It's totally gone. So that has helped me a ton. The other thing from the same company that I've been using, and I've been using methylene blue off and on for a long time, but this is probably my favorite methylene blue now. It's called lumetol blue, and it comes in these little squares, and I actually just cut them in half and swallow one like a pill in the morning. It's made a huge difference as well. So those are the 3 products I've added. I'm still doing the Qigong exercises. I work with Howard Schiffke, amazing man that recovered completely from Parkinson's about 15 years ago and is still completely recovered. And he's helped a lot of people around the world and continues to help people, and he's helped me a lot. So Qigong is legit. It's energy movement, helping your body unblock the meridians and the blockages, energy blocks that you might have in your body. This has been around for a long, long, long time. So I'm making this video today. My symptoms kind of ebb and flow a little bit. Yesterday I had 0 tremor. I was walking perfectly. I felt clear-headed, and I was so happy last night when I laid in bed. I started to cry, and I'm telling my husband, I'm healing. I can feel it. I'm not on any medication, and my symptoms are improving. I'm feeling better. And this has been consistently, incrementally, step by step improving. The other thing, the last thing, and this video is getting a little long, but the last thing I wanted to share is there's many causes, and this is not medical advice again, but there's many causes that now science is coming out saying we don't know why people get Parkinson's or these specific diseases, but there could be causes from toxins and parasites, and Lyme's disease and things like that can cause Parkinsonian symptoms. So I was tested back in last summer, and I was tested positive for Lyme's disease, and I went through some protocols with that, and still kind of feeling about the same, but knowing that it probably would take care of it. But then I was tested for a co-infection called Bartonella, and I found out that I have that. And Bartonella is something that can mimic neurological symptoms in my dogs. I have 3 big dogs, and they're barking right now. But they're like, let us in. Anyway, so I have Bartonella, and I'm on a 1-month protocol of antibiotics for Bartonella. Bartonella can mimic neurological symptoms. And so when I found out I had that, I was so happy I started to cry because Bartonella can be treated. So what my point is bringing that up is that if this resonates with you, don't accept a diagnosis. I mean, your diagnosis is not your prognosis. Now, if I would have, when I met with the neurologist nearly a year ago, said, you know what, this is my fate. I'm just going to go downhill from now on. Like, I have to take this medicine the rest of my life and I'm going to go downhill, I probably would not be doing very, very well today. And there are tremendous side effects that are pretty crappy, pretty horrible with carbidopa-levodopa. And I'm not judging if anyone takes it, certainly at all. But for me, I knew that wasn't my path. And I want to get to the root cause of why I have this. And I want to heal my body because I believe I can, and I am. So my mindset has been, I'm very, very careful with my words. So I have this tattoo that says I am right there. You can see that. And I believe I am healthy. I am healing. I'm the creator of my life. And if my body can develop a dis-ease, as they call it, it can undevelop a dis-ease. There's all sorts of possibilities out there. And I am healing and improving tremendously. In fact, people comment all the time, wow, you look good, you sound good. And I feel so much better, so much better. So I am going to make more videos. I'm committed to that now that I'm out of my little funk that I was in for, it was a while. It was pretty bad. I got that all solved. But I hope you have a blessed day. I'll put links and video links where you can learn about the Cerebrolysin and the lumetol blue, methylene blue. And I'm not making money from this, obviously. I'm just going to put the links of where you can buy it. But I want to provide solutions and hope for you if you're dealing with Parkinson's or MS or ALS or whatever it is. There's hope. There's hope out there. And don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. And then one other thought too, there's so much stuff on the internet right now with all the really awful evil in the world. And there we go. Okay, sorry, I was getting a call. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to post it because otherwise it's going to take me forever to make, you know, the perfect video. But I want to say that Jesus is real. God is real. I absolutely believe in miracles, and I believe that I am a miracle right now. And my healing is a miracle, and I give praise and thanks to God, and that good exists in the world, and that the good can be in your life. It can be your healing if you choose. And don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Another thing, okay, clearly I need to make a lot of videos because this is going to be a long video. But the other thing that has been a real key in my recovery as well, and I will make a full recovery, and I will announce it from the rooftops when that happens. But the other thing that's been huge in my recovery process is exercise. Exercise is amazing. And one of the thoughts I have that I tell myself when I'm walking, if I feel like I get stuck or, you know, I feel out of balance, which I haven't really felt for 6 weeks. I feel pretty much normal when I walk. But I tell myself the phrase in my head, the 2 words, I say strong legs, and then I count sometimes my steps, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's little tricks I've learned that help a lot. And I'm living a normal life. I'm not on any medication, and I will make a full recovery. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that this gives you some solutions. I'll put links again on the Cerebrolysin, the high-dose melatonin. It's helped so much. And the lumetol blue, methylene blue. Anyway, blessings everyone. Stay tuned for my next video. Take care.